So welcome to Tip Tuesday, everybody. My name is Michelle Thomas. I'm a medical intuitive, energy healer, psychic, and transformational coach with Radiant Living and RadiantLivingHLC.com. And today we are talking all things mirror work, how we can really silence that inner critic within us. And happy 2/22/22. So it's an amazing day for manifestation as well. So while this is separate from Tip Tuesday, if you are watching this today, focus on some of the stuff that maybe you're interested in manifesting, getting really clear and focused and visualizing what you want. And then, creating that action plan. Last month, all of my Tip Tuesdays were really around setting intentions and really figuring out how to get yourself forward. So today would be an amazing day to use all those tools that I gave you. So Tip Tuesday though, right? Today, mirror work. So today we are talking all about mirror work, and mirror work was originally developed by Louise Hay, who is, one of the owners of Hay House. She passed away, I think last year, but mirror work is really all about opening ourselves up to allow ourselves to love ourselves more, really, to give ourselves more understanding and compassion and grace, and also understanding where there might be some resistance, right? What things maybe we're holding back, or what we are afraid of. So this practice is really kind of simple, as looking into a mirror a few minutes every single day and talking to yourself in a really positive way. And if you remember that old Saturday Night Live sketch, I think his name was like something Handy, and he would look in the mirror and be like, "I'm amazing and I'm fabulous and gosh darn it, people like me." I mean, that honestly is kind of what this is. It's all about saying positive affirmations, so that you can foster a more loving and compassionate and forgiving connection with yourself. I will say mirror work can be pretty uncomfortable, especially for those who maybe harbor a lot of self-loathing, self-hatred. Especially, as women, we criticize ourselves, and the media criticizes us for the way we look. We're too fat, we're too skinny, we don't have enough makeup on, our hair's the wrong color, it's too straight, it's too curly, whatever it is, right? So we foster a lot of, these negative things that come up in our brains all the time. And when we start saying positive things to ourselves and looking in the mirror and saying them, you can really shift the way you feel about yourself. And again, like for me, like I can go through an entire day and pass by numerous mirrors while I'm in the bathroom, and I never really actually even like look at myself. I do it all the time, right? No matter how many times I might have been in a room with a mirror, I like walk past it and don't even look up, right? Because sometimes, again, it can be really uncomfortable. So, as a little test, if you, look in the mirror, look at your eyes, right? Making eye contact with yourself for 5 minutes. How do you feel? Do you feel a little uncomfortable or emotional, unhappy, awkward? Or do you even stand there and just criticize all the things that you don't like about yourself? Louise Hay, in her book Mirror Work, she wrote, "The mirror reflects back to you the feelings you have about yourself. It makes you immediately aware of where you are resisting and where you are open and flowing. It clearly shows you what thoughts you will need to change if you want to have a joyful and fulfilling life." The mirror doesn't pull any punches, right? There's nowhere for those feelings to hide. And exposing that inner critic that we all have, you can really uncover some inner child wounds as well, making us see some of the parts of ourselves that were neglected or criticized maybe when you were young. So here are some really easy tips, right? I'm all about easy tips. Some easy tips that you can use for mirror work to really help you silence that inner critic and shift your negative self-talk into a more positive, loving, and compassionate expression instead. So first up, commit to doing this work every day. And again, I know it's awkward and it feels uncomfortable, but make a commitment to yourself to do this every day for like 21 to 30 days, right? And 21 days is like all about, it's kind of a magic number when it's creating a new habit, right? If you do it for 21 days, it like makes a lasting change. So do it anywhere between 21 to 30 days, right? And just commit to doing at least 2 minutes a day, right? And as you progress, you may find it a lot easier and you may go for a little bit longer. But at the beginning, commit to at least 2 minutes a day. And if you need to set a timer so that you're standing there doing it for that long, whatever works for you. But 2 minutes is a really great, and it's easy, right? Everybody has 2 minutes to stand there. And when you get out of the shower or whatever it is in the morning, maybe after you're done brushing your teeth, make it a habit. Create some affirmations that feel true and authentic to you, right? Because stuff that I may like, some affirmations that I have may not work for you. They may not resonate with you at all, right? You want to make sure that you are saying them or creating these affirmations in the present tense, and use I am statements to create even more powerful, energetic, and lasting change, right? Because I am, man, that is a powerful statement. It is saying what you truly are on the inside, right? So creating I am. And these statements should be positive, right? Don't use negatives, right? If you don't, let's say if you want to say, I don't feel shame about my body. Don't is a word that like your subconscious doesn't understand. Instead, say something like, I feel loving and compassionate towards my body. The subconscious really doesn't understand those negatives. So if you say, I don't, your subconscious turns that into I do, right? So be very careful about how you word them, right? I also suggest that when you use I am, it's about absolutes. It's about your truth, right? I am strong. I am powerful. I am creative, right? But like if you're feeling, right, the difference between I am and I feel, right? So when you're saying I am angry, you aren't at your soul level. You aren't an angry person. You may be feeling angry at the time, right? So while that isn't necessarily like for mirror work, in general, when you find yourself in your head saying I am with an emotion at that time, like shift it up and say instead, I feel this, right? Because I am is telling your subconscious of who you actually are, right? So shift up those thoughts a little bit. I am getting stronger every single day, right? Instead of, or I feel sad that I'm not progressing as fast as I hoped, right? Again, you wouldn't use that as an affirmation, but I'm just showing you the difference between an I am statement and an I feel statement. You want to also, when you're doing this, you say it out loud, right? So do it at a time or a place that you're not going to like get interrupted or you're going to feel awkward because someone might walk in or hear you. But you want to say it out loud, right? And place your hand over your heart, right? And say the affirmations with feeling, right? And if you can't say something, that's okay, right? If it doesn't feel authentic and you're just like, oh, right? Give yourself grace and you can try and say it another day, right? But you want those feelings to feel authentic, right? When you can say, I love me, right? And if you're feeling like you can't say that, guess what you want to do? Journal about it, right? Journal for a few moments when you're finished doing these, and figure out what's come up for you, right? Were there any resistance to some of the affirmations that you created, right? Dig a little deeper into why maybe it was hard, right? Or what you feel shameful, guilty, angry, resentful, regretful about. Because when you can dig into that resistance, you can maybe uncover some really long held wounds, right? That you need to actually focus on healing a little bit more. And also, if you get emotional, feel the emotion, right? When you say it, if you get a well of some sort of emotion, feel it. We are meant to feel all of our emotions, right? All those that we consider negative and positive, an emotion is an emotion, right? Feel it, allow it out. And again, journal about that, right? And then throughout the day, when you pass a mirror and you look at it, say either out loud or in your head 1 or 2 affirmations every single time you pass a mirror, right? Speaking it out loud is way more powerful. So again, in the morning or at some point of time when you do this, say it out loud. But throughout the day, when you pass a mirror and you look at yourself in the mirror, I'm fabulous. I'm strong. I can make it through this day, right? Whatever it is, whatever you need to do, but create some really powerful, strong affirmations that you can say to yourself. And don't be afraid to change up the affirmations, right? You may feel that, oh, I've accepted that as my truth, right? I know I am strong. I know that I am loving. I am creative. I am blessed, whatever it is, right? And then once you sort of have that and you know that and you say it to yourself all the time when you're not even in the mirror, then you can add some new affirmations, right? Those so again, as you progress, sometimes it'll need to change a little, and that's okay. And then when you're done with your 21 or 30 days, reread your journal entries and see the progress that you made from point A to wherever you are on that scale of 21 to 30 days. See your growth and your progress, right? Shifting your thoughts about yourself from negative to positive can really be empowering and transformative. So even if you feel a little bit silly, try it anyways, right? And just see how easy and accessible this practice can be, right? It doesn't cost you any money. Everybody has a mirror in their house, right? So start by doing this every single day, 2 minutes, right? Saying strong, powerful affirmations into the mirror, looking at yourself, allow yourself to feel the feelings, right? And then go and journal about it and figure out maybe what's come up for you, what's shifted, what's changed, what are you resistant to, right? And accept yourself as the beautiful and imperfect being that you are, right? Because so many of us are like trying to hold up a standard that is completely unrealistic in any sense of the word. So remember to give yourself grace and compassion as you're doing this. But really, you can foster a lot of change within yourself, how you feel about yourself. And as you work through your day, you'll find those negative thoughts reduce, right? You're going to start feeling like, oh my God, this is true. I am freaking awesome, right? Trust me, it took me a long time to say I am awesome out loud in person to someone else, right? But when you start feeling it and you're like, yeah, I am. That's who I am at my core, right? So thank you for watching this week's Tip Tuesday. I'd love to hear how, your mirror work is going. And again, if you have any ideas or suggestions for Tip Tuesdays, please share that with me. I'd love it. You can even post it here. And I know there was a post in the group a little bit earlier that you can also post your suggestions there because, I do these for you. So if you're not resonating with them, share something that you'd like to know more about. Because I got you. I'm here for you. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching Tip Tuesday.